Hey, GBP roast. GBP roast. Sorry, you in danger. Right now, I gotta flame you. This is GBP roast. GBP roast on your Google business profile. It's about to go down. We roasting and reacting. We ain't come to play. 20 years in SEO. JP, Lambo, and Dre bringing facts and guests. Oh yeah, we bring the dopeness. Welcome to the show. Hope your profile don't get roasted.
Oh man, look at that sexy body.
Pura Vida, Costa Rica. Woo!
Woo, it's hot in here. I can't even see me. There we go. All right. Love
Okay,
it. Love it.
I'm still a little high on the Mai Tais, okay, in this drink for him. So, and then I got my Costa Rican coffee.
Ooh,
Today's show is brought to you by
Custom.
Special Volcano Costa Rican coffee.
Oh,
Enjoy it today.
Today's sponsor is the U.S.
And
Custom.
then, you know what else they do on the volcano? They have strawberry wine. I couldn't believe it. 11.5% volume. It's terrible.
Oh. Oh, how does that taste? Did you try it already? Have you tried it out there in Costa Rica?
It's really weak, man. I got to put shots of vodka in there. It's not good at all. So.
All right, guys. Welcome to another episode of the GBP Roast Show. We are here with Keith. Ooh, man, look at that. Hot. All right, let's go. We have actually a question that we want to get addressed that was brought up when you were out, Keith. It was from the report back on update on the call only campaign.
Yeah, it sucked. You don't
happened?
quite have the control that you would want where you think, okay, my ad is going to appear on the phone search only. So they click it and it's a call every time. No, they actually have to click something special. So we were getting clicks still to the website. And after they went to the website, we didn't have the tracking line there. So we were just really trying to put the pressure on Google, on their ad team to say, hey, let's try your call only. We did have a $4.99 opportunity. The customer did report pretty good, but my gosh, I think it was like $35 a click and it was kind of spendy. So we know what to do in the future, which is, okay, we don't have quite the control that Googly Bear said we would. I actually had to hire a friend of mine, Daryl, with some of the PPC end to clean it up, and a better landing page, plus of course, put an extra call tracking on the landing page.
Got it. All right. So let's go into our reactions.
I miss this so bad. I miss this so badly. Come on, give it to me.
Number 1, download and install a free Chrome extension called GMB everywhere on your browser and head over to Google Maps. Search for a keyword you want your business to rank for. You'll see all your competitors for that keyword.
So?
GMB everywhere will show you what business categories they're using. If they've got some you don't, log into your Google business profile, click on Edit Info and add those categories to your own listing. This will bump up your ranking for those categories in just a couple of days.
No, it won't. No, it won't. No, it won't.
It won't.
No, it won't. Oh my gosh. I'm going to need to drink some strawberry wine.
More categories doesn't mean better rankings? Adding your competitors' rankings? I mean, competitors' categories.
It's you still have to really match. I mean, it's basically you're getting rescored again. So if you're adding categories, think of it as you're kind of starting over in a way. So everything has to really match. So everything, your services that you put on your profile, your website, what you're having show on your branding, your citation directories, everything has to really match with what you're. So if you start just adding categories, it's pretty common. You'll see this in like HVAC or something like that. They'll say, "Hey, we do plumbing, and we want to add the electrician to our our profile now." And you're kind of restarting the whole branding thing again with Google. So you're kind of having to retrain them, saying, "Hey, we offer HVAC. We also offer this. We offer this." So it's not like you just magically add categories and your rankings just go skyrocketing.
Yeah, 3 to 5 of your core competency right? And then obviously your major primary, which might be HVAC, right? Heating and air conditioning.
Got it. So you said recalibrating or
Rescore.
rescoring. So like
Yeah.
I haven't heard that yet. So like, is that something that happens all the time once you touch your GBP, or is it only when categories?
Usually when it's like a key thing, which is going to be like services and products and your categories. Also too, if you change out your website URL, there's also kind of a rescoring that happens too, because Google's pulling a lot of information from your website. So keep that in mind if you're saying, hey, I want to change my URL from a home page to an internal page. Keep that in mind. You may see some dips. You'll see some dances here and there that will happen. So
He still has his salsa going. All right, let's go on to reaction number 2.
Boost your Google My Business rankings in Maps and Search. Always select all the relevant predefined services. We recently discovered that these have a significant impact on ranking.
What's defined significant, please?
So all the services that are
Right. You should choose what Google offers you, most definitely, right? They put it there for a reason, right? But let's put the air quotes in here. Significant? What does that really mean?
I just created a listing for like SEO and internet marketing services, the main category. One of these suggested services was telemarketing.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, that's not even close to what I even want to add in there as a service. So, there may be some things that you can put in there, but the great thing about services, you get to put whatever you want. So, just because Google recommends something or they put something in there, a lot of times it doesn't even match to what you do or what you want to do.
Got it. So you don't necessarily have to pick what they suggest. You can always put whatever services you want. And then how many services do you recommend adding there? Just everything you do, or
I mean, you can put in quite a few fields. For plumbing services, put in drain cleaning. Think of like your main kind of topical services that you offer.
Mm-hmm.
So your main topical service is going to be your category.
Yep.
So kind of what you do underneath plumbing, drain service, drain repair, things like that, then you want to put that into your services. You also want to make sure that not only do you put them in your services, but it also matches what's on your website.
Got it. Make it all like sync together.
Yep.
And then
be careful of not duplicating stuff. Like you might be a mason, but then you might then create bricklayer. So you're like, well, which is the more core competency? What is the primary category? Just stick with that. Google.
Yeah, and the cool thing too, when that first came out, you could actually spam with keywords. You could put in like Alice Plumber or something like that.
Yeah, I was asking that.
It doesn't really pull a lot as much anymore, but it does at least pull some of the content out of there.
Okay, good. Because I was thinking like, okay, if it was a business owner, they'll be easier for them. But if you're an SEO that actually do this, can you like add those like?
I mean, you could. I would advise not doing it. I mean, you could probably write some little blurb within the services description area, but you don't need to do a bunch of stuffing with like.
But Jordan, it's a significant ranking factor.
It's not.
Oh, you're actually drinking your wine. All right, let's go into
so
third reaction. I thought it was fake.
Tissue listings. This one move helped the lovely law firm bring in an extra 1,000 phone calls. And here's how it worked.
The challenge? This firm practiced both personal injury and criminal defense law, which can be confusing to Google. So instead of one mixed up business listing, we decided to create a new listing for Amy, one of the firm's criminal defense lawyers.
And guess what? That single move led to an 85% increase in leads from that single listing alone. If you're in a multi-practice business, you might be missing out on this simple SEO hack.
That's on this one. This is something that I haven't heard yet. I mean, like people actually splitting it out.
Yeah, there's that. Joy, you are borderline black hat right there with what you're doing, lady. Okay. Some of us know that like a hospital can have a listing for their different departments as well as doctors.
Yeah.
And so attorneys can borderline get away with this. Now we might, I don't know, I can't recall if it said the person's name, attorney, or if it said criminal attorney or criminal defense attorney in their name. That's, is that the real business name? I have not done this for an attorney in a while. Is it smart? Yes. Could it be risky? We work in the world of risk, okay?
Yeah.
Every day we're on the cutting edge, the razor's edge of making things work.
Yeah, I think it just comes down to a lot of it's just risk tolerance. If it's something that you don't, don't just know that you have to have documents to back up what you're doing. So just be prepared if, a nefarious person comes in and says, "Hey, this is keyword stuffing," and they flag you. Get ready that you could get suspended and have to show proof. So, and interesting enough, you see a lot of people that saying don't add keywords in the business name, don't do this. But this is an example of a group of people that used to be very against doing that type of thing, and they actually did it in this example.
So well, I'm curious. What about the part of like saying using the same address for
You're allowed to, especially
allowed to?
for
Okay.
dentist offices really common too. You'll see the dentist name. You'll have the main practice be the main, the main business, and then you'll see like individual dentists being listed as an individual listing.
Oh. Okay.
In Google's terms of service, you're allowed to do that. Even realtors, real estate companies, mortgage companies, you are allowed to do that. But I would still recommend that as a lawyer or someone in that field that you do have at least some documentation backing it up, saying, hey, and even your profile page, especially for like real estate, you want to have your profile page listed, that you have with your agency or broker, use that profile page for, your listing. So everything's kind of attached under the one main brand umbrella.
And then would you, on the main website, would you put those same GBPs for each of those dentist or realtor, like it would,
just everything has to match that profile URL.
Okay. And so they don't necessarily have like suite 200, suite 300.
No, you don't need to add an extra suite. Whatever your actual address is, it's fine. It says it correct in the terms.
The strategy would be, which is what we do within Trident, is to put the Geo Hub. So if you have a specialist who is a criminal attorney, or maybe they are the root canal doctor or whatever, the cosmetic specialist, perfect. His smiling face, his name, and maybe a special phone dedicated just to him. And then when you click the GBP URL, it goes to that specific service page, which features him, features the city, features all the services that they do under the bigger umbrella brand.
Yeah. Now, keep in mind, the contrary of this would be if you're a plumber, this doesn't mean that you can add one of your employees and say that employee does HVAC. You can't do that.
That's exactly what crossed my mind. And they're like, but Jordan, we have a plumber and he's certified, so we're going to put Joe Plumber under the mechanical with his own phone number. Can I do that?
No.
But why? Why does the dentist get to do it? Why does the hospital get to do it?
That's what Google has decided it to be. Those are the rules.
Right.
So
damn Google Bear.
So it's
it is category specific.
Oh, it's category specific. Okay. Yeah. Is there a way we can find that list?
Yeah, it's on. It's in their terms and conditions. I can pull up a link here in a minute, but.
All right. Look at he's looking all Lambo. All right.
I'm still in Costa Rica mode, okay? I'm sorry. I was trying to recover.
All right.
Yeah, we're going to play some GMBs right now.
Do it. Beat it up.
How we doing?
Doing great. It's hump day.
Talk. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right. So we're going to be talking about local SEO sleuthing, which is basically we are checking to make sure our technical SEO is on par. So let me go ahead and share screen.
This will be good. The sleuth. I don't have my Sherlock Holmes outfit. My little. Oh wait. I think.
So this was actually this is a tool that I made a couple of days ago. This was actually a request from someone in an SEO Facebook group. They were actually wanting to pull in their metadata information from a single site. Okay. So basically, I built something out that pulls all the information from a sitemap. So you can do it individually by one URL, or you can extract everything from the single sitemap.
Yeah, data extractor, nice.
So data extractor.
So basically what it did, it grabbed every URL that's listed in my sitemap. It's pulling the title, meta description. If there's any H1s, it'll list multiple H1s. If there is any schema, H2s, anything like that. With this tool, you can actually export it as well. So let me go ahead and pull this up. You guys can see the CSV.
Yeah, you've got your little sheet up there.
So everything got exported into a CSV file. This is super important too, because it's good to see any possible issues. Also good to see kind of where you're at in kind of comparison to your competition. And kind of also too, I like to use this as more of like a format standard, because when we build out our pages, we make sure that everything is fully organized, like a table of contents. You have your title, your H1, your H2 that follow that. With the report, if there are multiple H2s, what it does is actually puts a comma in between. So you'll see that this particular title or their homepage has multiple H2s on here, separated in a comma.
And then puts them in the order how they were found. Is that?
Yeah, it puts them in the order of actually how it listed. So what it does, it pulls in all the metadata directly from the page from the top to the bottom.
Nice. Forget to flush. I saw that. That's a cute headline.
Yeah, so it's really important too, because a lot of times if you guys have developers that are working on things, sometimes they'll put like something that should probably be like a paragraph or body tag. They'll put that as an H2. Free estimate, I probably wouldn't put that as like an H1. But these guys are still ranking pretty decently already. But again, it's just good to kind of see exactly where your on page is formatting, right? Another thing I wanted to go over as well is it's really important too that you check something pretty frequently to make sure that the status codes of your URLs are live or not. So basically, I built a very similar tool that checks all the status codes. You can do it by URL one by one. You can do it by the sitemap. And basically what this is doing is it's giving me the status codes for every URL that's in the sitemap. So 200 means that the site's live. If you get 404 errors, it'll let you know, see there's a 404 error. And things like that. So this is something that you want to check pretty periodically, because if you have problems with downtime, it can be very big problem with your SEO, where all of a sudden you start seeing rankings go down because there's server errors. A lot of small businesses get on to these shared hosting plans where the total bandwidth a lot of times just isn't large enough for even if you're a larger service company. So that's one thing to keep in mind as well. So this is more kind of what I call technical SEO, where it's basically we're checking to make sure that all of our page meta titles are correct, and also making sure that, most importantly, our pages are actually live and showing up.
Yeah.
It'll also let you know if there's any redirects happening, if you have any 301 redirects, 302s, and things like that. So
that's good.
This is something you should be checking very, very frequently too. So you'll also see in Search Console if there's any errors as well.
Looks like you got a 404 over there.
Yep.
Oh,
so what did you do with that? Is that something that you would redirect, or?
So in this particular case, this looks like it's just coming to, it may be something that has to do with their builder. I'm not sure what this overview page necessarily is, but they do have an About Us page.
Cute. Actually,
so it could have been something where they had a template that was done. In that particular case, I would probably.
Oh, that's embarrassing. Look, it's gone. It's not there anymore. It's weird. It was showing and then it wasn't.
So
now it's 404. That was odd.
So there we go. It's still 404.
No, but I'm not tripping, right? It was up when you clicked on it.
It wasn't
on a different page.
It was on this.
Was it? Click on that one again. Oh, so it is 404.
Yep.
Oh, I could have sworn it was not. But all right, cool.
So 404s are tricky. You don't want to have any 404s on your page, and usually, depending on the type of site, I'll give you an example of two scenarios. In something like this, I would probably just 301 this to the About Us page, because there's no point in having this overview. Now, an example of like an e-commerce store, if you're like a local business and you have, you sell products in your store, also online, a lot of times 404s happen when there's like products that go out of stock. So usually in something like that case, then I would usually mark that as like a 410 status code, and usually, no index that until the products come back in stock.
Oh, so you would still no index it.
Temporary.
Yep.
You wouldn't be scared to like getting it not indexed.
I don't want to index. I don't want Google getting used to crawling 404s and 500 errors. Basically, any 400 errors, really. You don't want to have any 400 errors or 500 errors.
Got it. We had a comment from Maddox saying, "Can you share the link to the Sitemap tool?"
Yeah, we'll go ahead and drop it in the comments. But you can actually go to if you're grabbing the SEO data extractor, so basically everything that you see here, it's just sitemap-meta-extractor.jordanpierce.net, and we'll drop it in the comments.
Love it. We also got a question here from Logan. What was the URL? Oh no, yeah. What was the URL of the sample geo page you shared a couple weeks ago? And it's the one that had hidden content.
It's probably mine.
I think it was the geo page where you had a bunch where you embedded a bunch of
Jordan,
yeah,
Jordan had something too of the.
Yeah, let me first share the other one here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good information to know. Those tech things can really throw off people, especially it came up today in the Trident group where a local service page just had dropped in rankings over a few months. And you're like, okay, did you lose a link or two? Do you have thin content? Are you publishing? This is common. Your SEO agency is pumping out maybe a blog article every week and it's not indexing. And next thing you know, you got 6 or 10 or 12 pages, especially location pages. They're the worst culprit. They're just sitting there. Google crawled it and not indexing. If something is not indexed by Google, kids, you have a problem. You have a quality issue.
Yeah.
All right. We also got another question here from Jose Salazar. What do you do if you have a ton of AMP pages not indexed, but all the same regular pages indexed? Do you just leave those alone or redirect them all?
Just say no to AMP is what.
Yeah, I don't use AMP. I don't recommend it. It's not something that's needed. But in that particular case,
AMP pages were definitely something if you had a lot of info, if you were news based. It was very trendy 5 years ago, because Google's on top of it and we should do it. And then
I haven't really even heard of AMP in probably quite a few years.
Yeah, crap, throw it away. It doesn't work. Don't do it. Put it in the same jar with Schema. Like, it's not going to help you with maps.
I think Schema will help more than AMP.
I am number one on Bing.
I got the schema backers. I got the schema backers. All right. I reposted the link. Jordan, because you shared it in the studio, so I posted it into the live chats. There's three links right there. There's 3 links there that you sent. You shared. There's 3 links there that you shared. So be sure to check that out. And then we just got another comment here. Let me see.
Or 14 viewers. We have 16 viewers now. This is awesome.
Here we go.
We're doing it.
Okay, all right. Let's go on to our next.
Lambo takes a vacation
segment.
And watch out. Da 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 da. I'll just sing it for you.
There you go.
La 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 la. Lambo's world. La 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 la. Lambo's world. Lambo likes conversions and SEO too. That's Lambo's world. I do like my red crayon too. That's one of the cute things as well.
Oh, what happened here?
Oh shoot, let me go back to. I tried to do something. I had a screen within a screen on my share.
Oh, so we're seeing your screen.
Oh, is it up?
Well, no. Well, we're seeing. I don't know what we're seeing.
What we got? Wait a minute. Someone else is currently sharing screen.
Oh. Who's sharing?
Da 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 da.
Wanna
Hey,
take
I'm
over?
telling guys, I used
Oh,
to
I
work
think
in
you're
Radio
trying. I
Shack
think
in
you're trying. Try
1998.
to share
Okay,
again.
Jordan is doing this on purpose to make me look like an old geezer.
Welcome
Okay,
back.
Try to share again and see what happens. Because I think you were sharing when your intro was playing.
am I sharing right now?
Nope.
The button.
There we go.
There we go.
Right, there we
Oh
go.
no, you're not sharing though. But we see you.
Presentation, share my screen. Da 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 da. Boom! Let's go!
Yes,
Lambo's World. We didn't even get a chance to introduce this in the beginning. I'm sorry, kids. This is a common challenge for a lot of small business owners because we always say you got to have a call to action, the CTA, but what can you really do psychologically to really persuade people? So we're going to go over that today in Lambo's World. I talked about this before, and it is the benefit in the action. You really want people to think, if I click, if I take the action, what do I get? So what do people really want? It's going to be centered around, sex, food, shelter, right? Quality is going to be one. Is there warranties? Are there guarantees centered around what you offer? Ease, the ease of use. Is it only 2 steps to get a quote? Are you easy to do business with? That can also then be enticed with security. Now, when I say security, I'm talking about making the consumer, your user, making them feel secure. So you might have years in business, or you might have that warranty. You might have the extra authority or expertise that puts me at ease, gives me the peace of mind. Speed, that's going to be a big one, right? So many times they'll talk about it takes a minute, get it now. We'll deliver a pizza to your house in 30 minutes or less. And right now, on everyone's mind is the economy, savings, making it affordable. So if you really try to focus on these 5 key areas, try to put it into the action benefit portion of a call to action. So here you go. Get a free quote in 24 hours or less. So what do I need to do? If I take action, right, maybe click the button, move forward with the phone call, I get a free quote and it's going to happen quick, 24 hours or less. Just those little psychological benefits that motivate people. Take a minute, schedule your consultation now. Here, we're really telling them that it just takes 60 seconds. Like, it's that quick. You can be happy and satisfied if you take action. Call now, get the longest lasting warranty available. This is really trying to build in your superior, the ability to say, we have something that's unique that no one else has, and you put that straight into your call to action. Here's the money savings. Save now when you schedule today. Download our free project planner. Free is a huge motivator, right? We went over this before. Free, all, sex. What was another one?
Food.
Free, what? Sorry.
Free food.
Free food. So you focus on that. That's really going to help you. These are some of the conversion principles that we've discussed and have come about with Robert Portillo and the name eludes me at this name, a foreigner out of Eastern Europe. But this is at the core of what you really need to think about, which is, do you have an appealing offer? And you really want to motivate someone to say, I want it. And then is it exclusive? You have something that they can't get anywhere else. But do they believe you? And that's the credibility of the trust and expertise. Plus, of course, a lot of people, don't use simple words and they have too much information on the page. Just be clear. Make sure that they can understand it. And here, right from Lambo's mouth, solve the user's problems by being legitimately irresistible you must have the best, absolutely the best solution for them. And if it helps solve their problem, and then you have the proof, right? The trust that you're the best, boom, you're in business, baby. Da 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 da. The road world. Ah, yes.
Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm definitely gonna use some of that right there. I know there was. I think I even asked that question prior. Like, what kind of words should we be using? Love it. All right. So we actually we
Focus
have
on the big needs of what the folks want for sure.
All right. We have here Logan. Thanks for sharing, Lambo. Let's get on to our next segment.
GBP. Let's light it up. Where's the smoke machine? Let me jump in here. We'll go back to the right button. Click on the
Kingdom Builders.
Yeah, this is a unique. Unique meaning, at first glance, you go through this fence building company, and you already know what Lambo's going to say, right? Like, stop talking about you. It's not about you, okay? It's about me. I have a problem, right? Talk to me about my sagging fence. You know, the HOA is up my butt because my fence is falling down, or I need to install a fence. It's not about you. But as you scroll down the page, what do you see? We've got good marketing messages here. Get your free estimate. Okay, great. Now, hey, there's wood. Nope, can't click, can't do anything. And whoops, great information. Keep scrolling. Nice, nicely done, Kingdom Builders. We've got reviews. I gotta scroll down. That's kind of weird, but this is a free Google review widget. Jordan, did we figure out what was this hosted under? Did we? I don't know if we looked at that.
No, briefly. It's
So,
not any particular builder like the common ones.
You know, do I expect free estimates? Yes. Look at this. Oh my gosh, you're making me feel good and trusted. They are part of the American Fence Association. Nice. And we know what we can do with that profile page. Lots of good stuff going on here from a sales and a conversion point of view.
Going back to the Google Business Profile, did you mention and say that that's a widget provided by Google?
Well,
I
think it just says free Google reviews widget. It's probably they're just using that as a description, I think.
Or like, is that like a tool provided by Google? Or
actually, it says elfsight.com, ELFSIGHT. So they might have built a widget and then they put it in. So that's probably the builder who made this originally. I'm impressed. This is actually nice.
No CTA above the fold. Sad, says Eric.
But we have here. I am so addicted to the White Lotus. It's like, Piper, no, tsunami. Whoa, no, what the fuck? You can't say home in the title. Oh my gosh.
Home in the title. Is this
on the homepage? Is the homepage?
It says home.
Where? I don't see. Oh, I can't see it. We can't see it in the browser.
In the source code.
Yeah. What does it need to say, kids? It needs to say something like best damn.
Wait, what are you? Are you sharing something? Because I only see.
Oh wait. Oh shoot. Sorry.
There you go. All right.
Let's rewind. Oh, no, Piper, no. Look at this. It's terrible. Look, it says home in the title. Okay. So what should it say? It should say, best. This is a Christian company. So we're going to say best dang fence builders. I would actually say company, probably. What do we need to say? The damn city! Exclamation point.
Yeah.
You need to have what you do, your primary keyword, along with the city. And as you notice, they're mentioning the broader valley, but that's not city specific. There's just no way that you can really dominate a market when there's going to be, gotta find there's going to be, come on, baby. Shit, I don't have the marker. There's going to be competition everywhere. So difficult people don't search the valley necessarily. And if they did search the valley, they're actually probably searching for a specific brand. So you need to really focus and mention those cities. And then what do you notice here? You're like, oh, please, tsunami, the Buddhism. We have problems because they have crammed all of the headings as part of paragraphs. So that's a big no. Other than that, I mean, good job. We have the reviews are reviewing. Let me go over to...
How do they rank on maps?
It's pretty, I mean, they're ranked pretty decently for,
Yeah.
I mean, for Caldwell, which is, it's a pretty small city.
King
I mean,
and
their
Builder.
branding's pretty decent. They definitely need to focus on branding a little bit more.
Right.
Let me share my screen real quick.
So they could definitely do the entire county. And just a second, Jordan. They're certainly new, right? But they are on the right path for sure. That is the greatest benefit of what they've been up to. So let me, there you go, baby.
All right.
I'm actually impressed with their CRO. There's some things that can be improved upon. And they're actually, the way to book and do business with them, there is a big glaring problem, which I'll get to.
Yeah. Their overall branding's pretty decent. I mean, they're in some pretty good directories. Social is pretty on point. Keep in mind too, because of AI, the way things are moving along, and I'll show you here in just a minute why it's important. You really need to make sure that you focus on your reputation. You're going to really, especially with AI coming out, you need to be getting reviews. And this company does get reviews, but you also need to be getting reviews from not just Google, but from other places as well.
Yeah.
Yelp is a big one, Better Business Bureau, Facebook, things like that. The reason for this is because on several episodes ago, and I've been going over this almost every day, if you guys follow me on Facebook, when it comes to AI and what Google's doing. If I do a search for fence contractor in Caldwell, Idaho, Google now has this thing called AI mode, and I was an early adopter. And I was an early adopter to this. So basically, if I click on this, it's going to give me some different results for, and this is going to be how users are going to be searching moving forward. It's kind of becoming a online version of 401 directory assistance, where now they can kind of give you brief snippets of different companies. And the important thing you're going to see in here is that they are going to be getting, let me pull it up here one moment.
AI mode.
Did you notice too that the AI mode, that tab, is the first thing you see?
First thing.
So what does that mean? That means it's heavily emphasized by the Googly Bear.
Yep.
So it's checking for different ones. You know, I'm not sure where these guys, I mean, I'd have to go back in there and see where these guys are showing. You know, maybe their results are a little bit behind. I'm not, you know, Henry's, let me take a look.
Looks like
Henry's
there was,
is there.
I think that Superior, looks like they showed up as an advert or guaranteed ad, it looked like. So,
okay.
Oh no, I stand corrected.
So Rocky Mountain. So this is really important that you have to have your, I mean, look at most of the companies that they're recommending. They're over 4.5 stars on average.
Mm.
And, you know, where they're pulling these snippets from, you know, you can get this information. They actually have, so if you're in this if you're part of this program, if you're in AI mode, I would recommend doing a keyword search for about your company, just to see how Google's pulling these results, because a lot of it has to do with branding and reputation.
And when you say keyword research, it's basically saying what you want to be primarily known for in your city, in your area. And you could even do a near me, and you could even do like a private browser mode and search, and possibly even use your phone or someone else's phone, right? So that you remove all of that private and the personalization that is on your devices.
So again, they gave me some decent things, hey, by the way, this company has an average rating of, 4.8 stars.
Yeah.
So if I'm a consumer looking for a fencing company, this is really all the information that I really need. I don't need to go through pages of the SERPs to find a reputable company or even go through pages on Google Maps to do research. It's giving me everything that I really need.
And exactly like Jordan said, this kind of reminds me of 15, 20 years ago, like a yellow pages or a white pages, where it's the business name, it's a quick description, here's the phone number, and then something noteworthy. It's just that easy, right? But what's important to you as a business owner is, why did they put Superior as the first choice? Why was Rocky Mountain or Henry's number 2, right?
Yeah,
that's where the SEO comes in to say, hey, we need to get the stronger brand reputation.
Yep. So a lot of things that didn't used to matter as much really matter even more. So that's why it's really important that you focus on your branding, on getting some of these higher directories. Obviously, a lot of the results for the sources are actually pulling from things like Yelp. Yelp's not one of my favorite companies, but it is something that's reputable that Google looks at as a big source, especially when it comes to online reputation.
Yeah, trust me, we hate Yelp as much as you guys do. It's just sometimes you have to play the game.
Yeah.
Get the free profile, put good photos on there, and if you have to, ask your friends, ex-girlfriend, ex-wife, your neighbor, get those reviews on there, because it will make a difference.
Another big one too is a company called Perplexity. They're another AI source. And Perplexity, they're sourcing a lot of their data directly from Google search and maps. So again, another important thing to make sure that your SEO and your branding really needs to be on point when it comes to Google, because a lot of these other AIs are sourcing that data directly from the search engines. ChatGPT seems to be a little bit more heavy towards Bing for obvious reasons because of their contract with Microsoft. But if that would be another thing too, is Bing has also increased in some search revenue as well. So don't just focus on Google. Once you have your Google business profile, it's a pretty seamless process to get it synced over to Bing. So this is kind of the way things are moving forward. Is you really got to make sure that you have a good brand. You have to have a solid website. You have to have all that type of sales copy and messaging that Lambo goes over. So
nice, love it. We are at time.
Oh,
perfect timing. Love it, guys. Any announcements that you want to make? Anything going on right now?
I think we have try-to-rank-method.com is still taking on a few new people. We also have some little small mini series. If you look on the homepage, we have if you want to just take a quick glance of what we have in the course. One example, we have something in there that we talk over how to get traffic to your GMB, which helps give you some boost. So check that out. It's only $150 as opposed to paying for the full $1,000 price to get into Trident right now. But just if you want to get a little sneak peek, that would be something I would recommend.
Love it. And also, JP just gave a presentation at a local marketing meetup. You can check that out at the SEO video show. The full presentation there, and you talk about AI and Perplexity in depth in that. So be sure to check it out, and check myself out on this Friday on the SEO video show and Lambo.
Don't forget about Tillawa Volcano Coffee.
Oh yeah,
especially imported from Costa Rica just for you.
We do have sponsorship packages open, so that's They were just a one-off, but we do have weekly packages for you guys if you want to go ahead and advertise on the show. We can support our sponsors. All right, guys. Let's see. Until next time, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Hey, GBP roast, GBP roast. Sorry, you in danger. Right now, I gotta flame you. This is GBP roast, GBP roast. Run your Google business profile. It's about to go down. We roasting and reacting. We ain't come to play. 20 years in SEO. JP, Lambo, and Dre. Bringing facts and guests. Oh yeah, we bring the dopeness. Welcome to the show. Hope your profile don't get roasted.